Find the half-life of a radioactive substance if, after 30 days, 6 grams remain from the initial sample of 10. Okay, so what we know here is that we have 6 grams remaining at the very end. So I have 6 grams that remain, and I started with 10. We're talking about a half-life. Now, those 6 grams correspond to how many days? Read the problem. How many days does 6 grams correspond to? 30 days. And we're trying to figure out what is the half-life. That means that half-life where you're going to take the amount and you are going to decrease it by half. When does that occur? So down here, I'm going to put, you can put a T for time, whatever variable you want there. And now we're going to go about solving. So I'm going to first divide by 10. When I take 6 divided by 10, I end up with the decimal 0.6. So on the left-hand side, I have 0.6 equals 1/2 and 30 divided by t, or whatever your variable is that you're using. Remember, the only reason we learn logs is that when we have a variable in the exponent position, we need logs in order to solve. So I'm going to do log of 1/2 on the left and log of 1/2 on the right. On the right-hand side, log base 1/2 of 1/2, this is going to simplify into 1, and this is going to go down in front. So it's going to be 30 divided by t times 1. So I have 30 over t equals log of 1/2 0.6. So log of 1/2 and then 0.6. Now we want to be exact. We don't want to round and then round again. I'm going to do cross multiplying right now. I'm going to do cross multiplying, but I also want to show you a different technique later on. So I have 1 times 30 is 30, and then I have t times whatever this amount is. And I know this is going to be like an ugly decimal, so I'm just going to say this is an ugly decimal times t. And if I want to isolate the t to find out what is the half-life of this radioactive substance, I have to divide by that ugly number. So I'm going to first figure out what is that number. So in order to find out what that number is, notice that I have a base that's not 10. So I'm going to hit math and go up 3. I'm going to put in 0.5, but you definitely could use 1/2 if you get the same answer, and 0.6. So this is that ugly number, and I don't want to round that and then have to round again at the very end. Now I'm going to take 30 and divide by that exact number. 30 divided by that exact number gives me this answer. And now we're going to round to the nearest tenth. And remember, this is in terms of how often, so how many days for this. So the half-life occurs approximately 40.7 days.